Okay, so this is a bit of a job trying to get this set up. And see, I don't even know if this makes sense. So I really wanted to focus instead of myself, like on the work, but anyway, and have my hands free. Probably makes more sense to be behind, well, anyway. So lots of things going through my mind. One of them is that I have one of my strengths is I don't know if you want to call it visual presentation, visual artistry, whatever. Things of a visual nature. And it's like I know the potential of, say, my face. I actually know what it would take to make me happy with seeing this face, or, what would be visually pleasing. I also know what it would take to make these books in the background visually pleasing. And for that reason, I have difficulty it's like, should I do all the things that I know how to do because I can do them? Like, since I'm doing a video, that's another thing. Like, I love video editing. I love figuring out all this stuff. I would love to just simply focus on, figuring out different video editing software, or I love, the thought of making a great podcast, and it's just whatever it is. It's like I know the capacity for having it, all I need is time. I don't know, does that sound, maybe that sounds like I'm totally full of myself. Like, oh, you could save the world of bad design if only you had time. And part of me really feels like, and some of it would be part of me feels like I could, if I had the time, and which is a huge if. And I forget what I was going to say. Part of me would do it for me, selfishly. Number one, because I would enjoy it. And number two, because I'm the one who has to look at it. I'm the one who has to look at it. So, one of the things I do in my life, good, bad, or indifferent, is that my goal is to make the environment I have to live in visually pleasing to me. Because it makes a huge difference to me. But somehow that at times can make me like judgmental of, when I see a missed opportunity. And then part of me gets frustrated because I feel like, is this in my own head that I feel like I could do these things? And if it's not just in my own head, where are all the people asking me to do them? You know? Maybe it is in your head, Lara, or maybe it's not. It's just you're not the be-all, end-all. I honestly don't get that part. Like, how does the average creative individual find a market for their skills, and where, where are the people that believe, wow, yes, I need more of your artistic abilities in my life? Where, gee, you answered, you solved an important design problem for me or for us. I mean, is it all about sales? I don't want it to be. I don't want to have to freaking sell myself. I mean, I don't want to have to be a beggar, I don't want to have to double over backwards, because to be quite honest, it's enough just to produce the freaking work. For me, anyway. Whatever. My favorite thing to say about these is comment in the comment section, because guess what? Nobody's watching and nobody's commenting. That's the other thing. Where do these people with these huge, followings, here, I'm being judgy again. Like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm not doing my eye makeup right. That's it. If I did my eye makeup right, I don't get what people are enthralled with. Like, I watch some of these people that are vlogging and I'm just like, I guess it's the same reason why people watch reality television. Like, they know it's not reality. Isn't the market super saturated with crap? I mean, how much more can the human existence take? And I am fully aware that in order to get my face in this picture, I'm wishing there, see? Well, remain calm. Okay, so. Here's another thing. My grandmother, one of my grandmothers, she was, I think, knowing that the end was near, like, one of her pearls of wisdom that she wanted to make sure I understood was that she felt that and this is a woman that I absolutely, and still do, but it's like I hung on her every word. Like, she was the kind of, she aged as I would, wish to age. So her opinion mattered a lot to me. And she was telling me, Laura, don't overthink things so much. You know, you overthink things too much. And like, that's powerful because it was like maybe one of the last pearls of wisdom she gave to me before she passed. But then I think to myself, see, I have to think to myself, by the way, to try to understand what that was. So, got you there. No, I just feel like that I feel like that's part of who I am. And I'm not saying I want to, you know, I don't want to beat myself up, or I don't want to over analyze things, but there's some level. How else does one navigate through life other than to try to understand it and evaluate the information that they have and then move forward accordingly? I mean, we're learning experiential beings. It's difficult for me to abide by that because it's kind of how I make my way through the world. So anyways, I mean, I'm not so sure that, being an artist isn't sort of about that, the wrestling with things. I mean, sure, I want peace and I want serenity. I sure do. But that place where, living and that, I don't know what I'm trying to say. That, it's like that place where those two things meet, that place where peace has to meet with challenge somewhere. And so, you kind of, we're human. We live in this place where you're not, you just can't live at perfect peace. Anyways. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying. Maybe I should just stop overanalyzing. I think that's a distraction from acceptance of who I am. I think I want to get to acceptance. Like, I want to be able to accept myself right here, even if I have so much to learn. I just want to accept where I am and see it for what it is and not criticize myself for what I don't know because I'm not supposed to know it yet. Like, I can only be here. Like, I just want to be a good steward of, like, this moment. And I think anything that leads a person to question or doubt the fact that they are being a good steward of that moment, by saying, hey, don't be this or don't do that. It's like it's a distraction. It's like anything that's a distraction is a distraction. I don't know if I said that. But I think as a person, the kind of wisdom that I want to give to myself and affirm myself and others is, you're doing great. Keep going. Keep going. You're doing great. Keep going. Easier to say than to believe for yourself, but that's the goal anyway.